how sweet it is. Different camera angle. To be loved by you nerds, what is up? It's me, your buddy pal HeyArcher. Welcome back to HeyArcher Live here on Nerd Affiliated. Obviously, different angle. And you can already see what it is. This is your weekly Thursday night nerdy talk show where we sit back and relax. I said we sit back and relax. And hopefully by now you've poured yourself a a little bit of,
more specifically, vodka, whiskey, beer, tequila, more beer, more vodka, more whiskey, and more beer.
as we cruise into the weekend. And of course, happy birthday, Dragon Ball. There you go. One more time.
More specifically, vodka, whiskey, beer, tequila, more beer, more vodka, more whiskey, and more beer.
And of course, if you have a YouTube channel, podcast, blog, OnlyFans, newsletter, smoke signals, whatever it may be, put it in the chat. Support one another. Plug yo shit. It's gonna be a fun one. We're unboxing two figures I've been waiting a long time for, and they finally arrived. So you can obviously see Batman's one of them, and then the other one will be Storm Arena Zagat. So super pumped for these. Shout out to Big Bad Toy Store. And yeah, it took me a long time to get the show started because I was trying to figure out the camera angle. Lighting's not going to be the greatest, and audio was a problem. But we're here. We made it. We're together. All that fun stuff. But without further ado, we'll bring in the man, the myth, the legend. It is me. I am the problem. It's me. Happy to see all of you tonight. Yeah, I'm using the DJI. See, I always want to say DJI. It's DJI Action 5 as the camera. I just realized the chat's not on the screen, and that's because we had a guest last week. So let me try to move that back over. There we go. Nice. Yeah, we had JB on last week, so that's why the chat was missing. But yeah, we are here to do a fun unboxing. So, because I'm late, nerdaffiliated.com, your one-stop shop for all things nerd affiliated. Nerd affiliated on Instagram, Real Nerdbusters on Instagram, realnerdbusters.com to find all the fun stuff. Yeah, I feel like it's I'm pretty pumped. You don't understand how difficult it was all day to have these figures here and not be able to unbox them. I do feel like I need more light, so I'm going to turn on the overhead lights today. Change up the mood a bit. And yeah, so right now the Canon is going to be your unboxing camera. Also don't have on the macro lens because it'd be too close. So I'll try to show as much detail as I can with the figures. It'll be a little tough, but we'll try our best. I feel like I need one more light. So I haven't done an unboxing in so long. I feel like we're cooking. I feel like now we're cooking. This is going to be good. Let me see if I can make one more adjustment. I don't see the option to make the adjustment I want to. Here it is. Fantastic. Do that. Oh, change it here. great-ish. Great-ish. Move this back up. And add in some color. We're on the move. We're getting there. We're getting there. Yeah. Super excited for this one. Super excited. Let me say hi to everybody in the chat, of course, before we get the show on the road. We got Tony in the house. Good to see you. Got Dave in the house. This is a prop maker anonymous meeting. Yes. We got the other Anthony, aka sorry, we have the other Tony, aka Anthony, in the house. Let me switch screens real quick. Good to see you. Ultra Carta in the house. Good to see you. You know, I keep forgetting to turn on the proton pack. Like I can always try. Archer has a whole bottle. Dude, we always have the whole bottle. What are you talking about, Dave?
More specifically, vodka, whiskey, beer, tequila, more beer, more vodka, more whiskey, and more beer.
Always got it. We always got it. You know what's funny? So the audio tech difficulty I was having was I put the headphones on and I could hear everything. I could hear the printer in the next room. I could hear freaking the TV. I was like, what is happening right now? And I realized it was the mic on the DJI. So I was like trying to figure out how to shut that off. Finally figured it out. So we're in business. We're in business. Got Rex in the house. Millennium Workshop. Good to see you. Dada Films in the house. Good to see you. Got the Man Collects in the house. Good to see you. Got Legacy of Nerd in the house. Good to see you. I think we got everybody. Yes. Good to go. Don't forget to hit the like button, of course. Hit subscribe. Hit the bell to get notified every time we go live here on the channel. That being said, it's time to get moving. Let's get the show on the road. So first up, we're going to do Storm Arena Sagat. And this is one of those lines. It's one of those lines where, you know, I could be convinced to keep going. I loved Ryu. I loved Ken. They were my figures of the year last year. My desk is dusty. I actually reorganized my desk today in order to do this. And I was like, man, this desk is a mess. We are also not sponsored by Tums, but if they want to throw a sponsorship, by all means, go for it. So, yeah, I cleared off the desk to try to get this unboxing going. First unboxing on this desk, and figured I'd mix the camera angles around a bit. See what we got. So, like I said, Storm Arena, they've been killing it. I love this line. Shout out to Jamie. Good to see you. I love this line. When I think of Street Fighter in general, I tend to think of the Alpha series. And I think of the animated movie, which I believe was Street Fighter Alpha as well. So, as a reminder, the first one that we ever got, actually I think we got Ken first. A little too bright. Yeah, we have received Ken first, if I remember correctly. And then eventually Ryu showed up. Same body, so nothing super different to show off there. But when they showed off Sagat, I was like, gotta get him. They need a villain. If Bison was out first, I probably would have got Bison. But Sagat was the first one to drop from the villains that I wanted to pick up. So we got him. Let's unbox and see how it is. I'm like struggling to get the words out because for some reason I feel lost doing an unboxing. It's not my, I feel like it's not my wheelhouse. And I guess similar to Anthony the other day, Anthony did his unboxing of his Batman Returns hot toy figure. I guess we only unbox big ticket Batman figures here, since I have a Batman to unbox as well. But we'll mix it up. Has anybody received anything cool in the mail? Any new figures? Anything on pre-order? Let me know. Oh, the accessory stand dropped. Oh, that's cool. The back of his insert jokes. The back of his box has like that Buddha statue from the game. So that's pretty sweet. Put that there. And there he is. There he is. Now I know that there was an issue. I'm going to change the camera setting. Hang on. It's been like bothering me. I wonder if I can lower. No. It's weird. It's like blown out, but like not blown out at the same time. It's really bothering me. I can't tell. Don't. I'll leave it there. Let me know. Like if you can't see details, you know, because it's blown out, let me know. I'm struggling on what settings to change at the moment, but it's fine. It's fine. We'll figure it out together. Shout out to Seth in the house. Good to see you. You got the 5 points, 89 Batman wave. Nice. Yeah, man. Batman's been killing it. That's been the real nostalgia hit, but we'll get to that. All right. That's better. There we go. I think that works. Cool. It's also like uneven. There we go. I got to get it right, man, because once we break out that Mondo Batman, settings got to be locked in. So, accessories are falling all over the place. In proper Storm Arena fashion, comes with a lot of accessories. Got a grip hand here. There's a angry head sculpt. Wow, this is a beefy figure. Holy cow. Was it Tiger Knee? Is that what his move was? This doesn't look like it fits on the knee. I could be wrong. We got this really cool flame effect. And let's get out the flight stand holder. But there you go. Holy cow. This is a big boy. Oh, man. This is nice. And then for size comparison, of course, next to Ryu. I call him Ryu. I know some people call him Ryu, but then I call him Sagat. I know some other people call him Sagat. So choose your own adventure when it comes to the pronunciations. But yeah, super sweet. And what I saw in a lot of the reviews early on was there was a major discoloration between the chest. Oh, sorry. I feel like you can't see. There's a major discoloration in the chest because this is like a different kind of plastic than the rest of it. But on this figure here, especially in the light, it seems pretty good. I don't see any issues here. So Yeah, great posability, toe articulation as well. Wow. They really kill it with this line. They really do. And I know that Jada was the more popular brand, especially because you can find it easily at Target. But holy cow. Arm's a little stiff, so I'm not going to go too crazy at the moment. I mean, this is amazing. Wow. So the other cool thing, I never, let me tell you something real quick. Let me tell you something real quick about Big Bad Toy Store. So the figure was announced at $29, I want to say, $27. Then they had to bump it up when the tariffs hit. And they took extra money out or they said they were going to take extra money out for the tariff hit. Before they shipped him last week, they emailed me to say, because of the tariff pause, they actually lowered the price back down. They lowered it back down to 29 versus the 36 or 37. And I only paid for that, plus the shipping with the pile of loot. Never would have imagined any company would do that. So Big Bad Toy Store forever is my favorite online retailer at the moment. Unless they change their ways. But that was insane when they did that. And then I'll get to the comments after I kind of get through this. But yeah, absolutely amazing. Let's switch out the head sculpt real quick. Popped off real easy. I'm going to have fun doing some figure photography with this one, which I've not done in quite a while. Yeah. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. I feel like it's not quite in focus. I want to switch out my lens. I'm going to switch out the lens. Hang on. Talks amongst yourselves. Talks amongst yourselves. Because this was the wider lens, which I needed for the Mondo figure. But you know what? I'd rather you guys be able to see the details than get the wide lens or the wide angle. So we're switching out. There you go. Yeah. This guy's dope. This is dope. Storm Arena, man, they kill it. They absolutely kill it. Let me put him on the flight stand so that way I can move him to the side and he won't fall over. Just take it out here. And then what I might do is I might put the battery, or I might switch out the battery on this so that I'm not plugged into the wall, so I can move the camera back. And then hopefully you guys get a better view of the Mondo figure. So I'm glad I let off with this figure so I could test out the setup, because this is kind of a new setup when it comes to unboxing. Go around, switcheroo. Man. Oh. Sorry for the radio silence. Come on. Come on. Come on. Fuck. Amazing.
Huh? What?
I said it's amazing. This is dope. This is dope, man. This is I love Storm Arena. This line, I feel like no way I can buy them all. You know, that's not going to happen. But yeah, it's just great. It's just great. So let me switch out the battery real quick. We'll get ready for the main event. And then let me catch up on the chat because you guys have been, as Kenobi says, on fire. Like I said, Jamie in the house. Good to see you. Okay, so I read these parts here. The 5-point. Good job, by the way, on the 3D print stuff. Enjoy your content. Hey, thanks. Thanks so much. His audio is a little off from the video. Anyone else? Yeah. Something's off with the sync on the action camera. I don't know why. I mean, I do know why. In Ecamm, I could mess with the settings to adjust the audio sync. But since I'm only using this camera today for the sake of this unboxing, I was like, I'm not going to mess with that. I've been tempted by the Storm Arena figures. Are they better than Jada? So I haven't opened a Jada figure yet. I haven't bought any of the Street Fighter figures from Jada because I don't have a connection to those model figures. Like whatever version of Street Fighter they're from. I think they're from Street Fighter 1 actually. Like those character models don't resonate with me as much as like Street Fighter Alpha and Street Fighter Alpha 2, maybe. In this case, Alpha 3. Those character models are more what I go for. So I didn't get into the Jada line for that reason. But from all the videos I saw where people do side-by-sides and all that, the Jada toys are great. And if they're doing Alpha now, I believe. They announced at one of the toy shows. All right, so now I should be able to, well, now my computer's the hindrance, but I should be able to move back a little bit just for the sake of the Mondo unboxing. All right, let's switch camera angles. Yeah. Cool. All right. Street Fighter done. Testing done. Now we can go for the big boy. T3 in the house. Good to see you. He says, I have the 5-point Crow figure. It's got crazy good detail for a 3¼ inch. Yeah, that's a pretty sweet figure too. Hey, Jamie. Hey, Dave. Hey, Ultra. Hey, Anthony, says Tony. Love that. All right, let's move these out the way. All right. A lot of dead air today. I apologize. It's a necessary evil. It is a necessary evil. All right. Yeah, not bad from this angle. I think we'll get it all. We'll get most of it. There you go. First Mondo figure. And shout out to General Kenobi's bunker. T3 said, I just asked Go New Meta to carry Storm Arena Street Fighter figures. Oh, there you go. There you go. Yeah. First Mondo figure ever. And I did some research this afternoon because I know about the Batman line, but I was like, wait, is this like a 2.0, 3.0? Like, what's the deal with this? So this is the Batman animated series 1/6 scale, like I think 2.0 version technically, but it's a black and white variant that only went to Big Bad Toy Store, and they only made 1,000 of them. So this thing has been sitting in Big Bad Toy Store for God knows how long, and it was down to $99. So it's, Mondo figures run $220, $260 if you get like one of the deluxe ones. So this one's sitting for 100 bones on Big Bad Toy Store. I was like, I'll be dumb to not at least try it. And of course, on a stream with you guys, after a couple of rounds of these Basil Hayden drinks, we ordered it. So what I want to accomplish here in this unboxing, I immediately think it's going to be worth the $100. But is it worth the normal price tag of a Mondo figure? And should we collect more Mondo figures? The quality. I want to see the quality. And last thing on the quality, and then we'll start unboxing it. I know that this model is an older model, and I'm sure they've improved since then. So I will take some of this with a grain of salt and say, okay, they've improved quality, paint apps, all that stuff since this figure came out. So there's that. But let's continue. And then I'm going to fall behind on the chat. I see you in there, Chris, Steve, General Kenobi. Welcome aboard, everybody. We've officially unboxed our first Mondo figure. The packaging on this thing was great as well. It has a flap on the front. I'm not going to bother showing you that because of all the reflections. It's just going to be annoying. This is a lot. Wow. Wow. There's a lot here. It does have like Gotham City. So if you do want to like use this as a background, you can. Logo, Batman Animated Series on the side. Piece of paper there. All right, we're just going straight for it. I almost wish that being that it's battle damaged, being that it's a black and white variant, I kind of wish that they also did like a battle damage to it or something. Oh. I don't think we lost any accessories, so we're still good. Sorry. Because the only black and white version or black and white episodes of the series I could think of were Beware the Grey Ghosts, which the flashbacks were black and white. And I feel like the episode when the villains are talking about how they almost killed Batman, I feel like that one of the segments was black and white. But there were no other black and white episodes. So I kind of wish that because it was black and white, they also did something else to it. We're going straight for the bat. A lot of protective plastic. Whew. How do I get that out? Oh, pop the head off. Pop the cape off. There we go. I didn't realize the cape came off as well. But we have the bat. Now, there's an inherent challenge to making a Batman animated series Batman. And that's the aesthetic, right? The way the cartoon was drawn, small ankles, small feet, upside down triangle shape, essentially. And this is what we have here. This is essentially what we have here. And I got to say, first impressions are pretty good. Ooh, this arm is stiff. There we go. Kind of wish I had a heat gun just to work it a little bit, but I think we're fine. Yeah, double joint at the elbows, at the knees. It's gonna be a challenge to stand. So let me take the stand out of here first. Not first, but also. Don't want any accidents. Now what's cool is the stand actually is also in black and white. I thought there was a chance it'd be in color, but I like that they did this in black and white. There we go. There we go. Okay, so let's get some initial reactions out the way here. Visually, this is Batman. This is Batman animated series. And I have a comparison. You probably saw it before. This is totally Batman animated series. I was thinking about this earlier today, and I was like, does it bother me that this has very little articulation? Like, there's almost no point in me showing you the articulation because the chest here doesn't bend, so the arm's not going very far. The trunks don't move, so the legs aren't going very far. And I was like, all right, is the articulation an issue for this figure? But then I also realized most of the figures I have, especially if it's like a high-end figure, and to me, high-end is spending more than $20. Well, I guess at this point, we'll say spending more than $30 on a figure. You know, I think of the NECA line, for example. Being super dynamic is not what we're going for here. We're really going for, do they capture the essence of the figure, the character, the source material. Now that's why I also have Storm Arena ranked so high, because Storm Arena quality and articulation. But in this case, I feel like they kind of nailed it. I do wish the cape was cloth. It bothered me when I saw the pictures. It bothered me when I was watching people's reviews, even months ago when I ordered this thing. But even now in hand, it bothers me that the cape is not cloth, because I would love in the figure photography to do a photo where the cape is blowing off to the side, which the new Superman one does. Then the Superman Mondo figure they announced, that one has a cape swoosh happening. This one does not. So that leaves much to be desired, for sure. But you know, the figure, it is not like a hollow figure or anything. It is very, very beefy. Very beefy. Now, before I get to the accessories, I do want to address Kenobi's question, because that's kind of the question I sought to answer in doing this unboxing, and even just the purchase in general. And I want to do a comparison to answer that question. I didn't realize how dusty this Keaton figure was. My wife was sanding a dresser downstairs, and the stuff got everywhere. And Keaton here is doused. Absolutely doused. That being said, take a swig. Take a swig for the goats when it comes to Batman. So, the question is that Batman figure worth $230 full retail price? No, I don't think so at all. Considering that one is also in the realm of $230. Cloth cape, fabric material, the Batman Returns one has the head sculpt with Keaton unmasked, So being the same price point, if you showed me both of these all day, we're going Hot Toys on this one. And I suspected this would be the case. I truly suspected that this would be the case, but I just had to see. I had to know. I had my suspicions, especially with Mondo, aka Funko, because that's really it's the same company. So this one, I love this figure, but also to the previous point, I don't do any dynamic posing with this Batman. This Keaton Batman just stays on the shelf and just looks pretty. That's what you buy it for. That's what you buy a Hot Toys for. To stand on the shelf, look pretty. Not the same quality for the price point. And it bothers me to say that. It does truly bother me to say that. Now, who knows? Maybe for you, accuracy to your favorite version of Batman, maybe that trumps the whole thing, right? So if every time you think Batman, this is your Batman, not Michael Keaton Batman, you might say this is worth a $230 price point. Very well. But let's look at the accessories. So he comes with a bunch of hands, a bunch of batarangs. You don't need to see all the hands. There's one in particular that I'll show you. Comes with a grappling gun that has the hook to it. There we go. Pretty cool. Again, him not being dynamic, I don't think I'd ever use this for anything. Unless the cape moved. If the cape was able to be in the wind and then you can have the grapple, out, like at the end of Mask of the Phantasm, that'd be sick. Can't do that. He does come with one of them on its own, which is cool. We have the cowl pulled down. So let's do that switch. Thought I lost a batarang for a second. And head sculpt. This is the best. This is the best animated series head sculpt I've ever seen. feel like it doesn't really go all the way down. It's really, yeah, the ankles are really struggling here. Really struggling. But we'll leave it like that for now. I'll be ready to catch it though. I'll be ready to catch it. That's pretty good. That is really good. Did a couple setting changes. See if it helps. That's great. This aesthetic here is great. I would sooner. The ankles are really a problem. The ankles are really a problem. I would, if you gave me only the two options, and then I'm going to show you there's two more options. If I only had the two options of head sculpt, it would be like this. 10 out of 10 times. 10 out of 10 times. Because that Bruce Wayne head sculpt is it's straight off the page. I know that on the camera here, because of Ecamm, it's not capturing it properly. I'll try to upload some photos when I'm done with the stream. But that's amazing. That is amazing. Continuing. This is a fun one. This is gonna be a fun combo. One of the things I give NECA, one of the things I give Mondo is the accessories. They really nail it. And specifically, they really nail it when it comes to callbacks to various parts of either the show, fandom, memes, etc. So the next one, you would need to rock both a head swap and a hand swap. Because we got the thumbs up. We got the thumbs up. Stand almost broke. Just make sure that's in there. Yeah, that's good. That's pretty good. Great callback. Is it the episode with the there's a kid in the episode, right? It's not the episode with the kids in the it's not the one with the kid has cancer in it. I don't think it's that one. I feel like no, that's Spider-Man. Spider-Man's the one with the kid had cancer and he reveals to the girl that he's Peter Parker. But there's a Batman episode with a kid. And the kid turns around, I think, and then he's like in the bush and he does a thumbs up. Amazing. This is great. This is great. This would be my second maybe option. If I had multiples of these on the shelf, you know, I'd have to have a version doing that. That's just cool. That's fun. That's a fun one. But let's go to the final head swap. Yeah, final head sculpt. We'll do one more head swap. This one's pretty cool. This one's pretty cool. I did not think we were getting this in this set. But speaking of battle damage, we have the Android Batman head sculpt. I almost said Heart of Ice. It wasn't Heart of Ice. Heart of Ice is the Mr. Freeze episode, but Cold Steel, maybe? Cold something? I want to say. We get that. Now, I think a lot of the effect is being lost by it being a black and white variant. I'm tempted to want to use a Gundam marker to make the eye red, because I think that would be a nice pop to it. Even maybe some silver on the side, but I think the red eye would be pretty cool here. But also on the top, I think that's supposed to be hair. I know there was hair in the cartoon, but I think here it's also supposed to be hair, but that's also being lost because it's black and white, so you can't really see that detail. Great head sculpt. Love it. Wouldn't be what I displayed as. Soul of Silicon? Heart of Silicon? It was something like that, right? It was because Heart of Ice is Mr. Freeze, but it was also like Heart or Soul or something. Yeah, so I love the head sculpt. Cool to have it. Not gonna rock it though. Not gonna happen. So I'm tempted to just do it this way. With the thumbs up. I'm that guy. But maskless. Maskless. I don't know. What do you think? What do you think? Once again, I'm going to move the accessories over a little bit. This is kind of where we are. I'm actually focusing on the head sculpts here. I think, oh, sorry. The camera. You kicked the camera. You tell me. You tell me. Both price points being the same, which would you go for? And I mean, we could very well say both is the answer. We could very well say, hey, if you got the coin, spend it on both. And I did have, there was a moment with Keaton Batman here where I was like, did I waste my money? I'm not sure. Couple moments. But, looking at the two of these, I can't see myself spending $250, $230 on a Mondo 1/6 scale figure, not knowing that for the same price I'm getting the quality on the right with the Keaton Batman here. I just can't do it. I can't do it. Now, for $99, is that Mondo Batman worth $99? I'm inclined to say yes. Now, I know that Anthony's probably asking this question because I've talked about this before on the stream. As far as the animated version of Batman, is that a definitive version where I would say once you buy it, you don't have to buy any more Batman figures? The same way I no longer need to buy Keaton Batman because that's definitive. Like I'm good on, I mean, I'd get the Batman Returns one, or if they did a suited version. But as far as like the 89 suit Batman, good to go. Don't need to buy any more ever again. Can I say that about this version of the animated series Batman? No. I know that the color version is cell shaded, which I don't like. And I feel like if it wasn't cell shaded, maybe I would say that that's your definitive version. But the cell shading throws me off when it comes to what I've seen picture wise of the new one or the regular version. I love the figure. I think it's great. But there's just no way. There's no way that I can, for the price point, the full price point, no way I can recommend it. $99 though? Sure. Also, in the pictures, I always had this thought that the figure had like a chalkiness to the paint, and it doesn't. I don't know. Maybe if you saw pictures, you would think the same now that I've mentioned it, but at the moment, full price for that figure, not worth it. $99, you don't have an animated series Batman on display. McFarlane sure has not made a good one. I have no issues recommending that one to you. Will I get the Joker? As cool as he looks? No. Freeze? I could be convinced. I think Mr. Freeze in black and white we can also get some really good photos of that. But otherwise, I don't know. I feel like I might be good on Mondo. I think you're paying for the price, or you're paying for the name when it comes to that. All right, let's catch up on the comments. I'm going to probably, let's do some switching around. All right, we'll go back to a little bit more normal of a view. There we go. And hopefully there's not as much lag on the camera as well. Move this down. A lot of movement today. And switcheroo. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Have I influenced any decisions here? Can't tell what's happening on my face there. Let me catch up on the chat. Am I still laggy? Still kind of laggy. That's right. All right, going back up. All right, I think we were about here. You had a big boy purchase. I didn't. I got it on sale. And I can see it's a little laggy still, so I apologize. Now order some Mondo Ghostbusters. I think this actually talked me out of it. It's a very cool Batman. Chris, it's Cutthroat Comics, Chris. I'm sorry. You notice your logo's different. So like when I was standing up, I didn't catch that that's what was in the background. Good to see you. Yeah, treat yourself. Looks big. Yeah. Only bad thing about all the Mondo figures is they scuff super easy and the paint can chip off. Okay, good to know. Everybody saying hi to each other. So much plastic. Yeah, K-Wall Comedy in the house. Good to see you. Nope, we did get the stand. Does need a bat cycle. He does need a bat cycle. I have the McFarlane bat cycle, and the Batman that I bought from McFarlane does not fit on the bat cycle. So that's very annoying. Love the black, gray, white combo. Great colors. It does look good. Where are the weapons? Yeah, it's just a bunch of batarangs. Yeah, no. Would not do that. Remember, kids, watch Batman animated series. Some of the best writing ever in lore. That's true. Beefy Batman. Yep, he does look pretty. Great face head sculpts. I think the kid was called Dick Grayson. It was not Dick Grayson. Let me actually look that up. All right. Batman thumbs up episode. Be a clown? It's the Be a Clown episode. Hang on, I'm just getting rid of all these pop-ups for you guys. I don't think I'm going to be successful. There's a lot of pop-ups here. Holy cow. Okay, so I knew there was a kid involved in that episode. And switch here. So it's this one. The one where the kid goes with Jekko the clown. Follows him back to the carnival, and it turns out it's the Joker. He traps Batman. The kid saves Batman. The kid reunites with his father. And then that's the one where it's not here, but it's at the top there. Those clips you've been looking for. That's a good idea for a YouTube channel. I'm not going to lie. Season 1, episode 11, Be a Clown. So there you go. Yeah. And you know, here there's cell shading, right? Obviously there's cell shading in the show. There's cell shading in most of the cartoons. I just don't think it ever translates very well into figures. I really don't. Can he even... Yeah. Let's go back to comments. Oh, we wanted to look up what was the Batman episode. Cyborg Batman. His Silicon Soul. That's what it was. Season 1, episode 43. Yeah, so I can't tell. I think they have a layer of hair. They don't do the skin layer, but then they have the mask folded over. I think that's what's happening on this one. And yeah, the eyes, both eyes were red at that point. So I don't know if I would gamble coloring in the white eye, because that one looks easy to mess up. Good episode though. Good episode. They should have had the cowl be able for him to hold. Oh, to hold the cowl, yeah. Like that scene from Phantasm. The irony that we got the cartoon thanks to Keaton's Batman, but when we read the comics, it was and will always be Kevin Conroy's voice we hear in our heads. Yeah. Yep. Keaton all the way for that price point. Yep. My people, Patrick in the house, good to see you. Mr. Freeze, I would, yeah. I like it, but I'll pass on it. Yeah. Archer could do 3D a die. Archer could 3D a dial for Batman, maybe a computer or other items. You know, when I saw that they were doing they're doing the cave for the Hot Toys Batman, and I believe they announced they're doing the cave for the animated series one. And the animated series one, the price is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. So I was like, that one could easily be 3D printed. The Keaton Batman one would just take a lot more post-processing. But I think, actually, you may even do less on that one than on the animated, now I think about it. But, yeah, totally. Cell shading is overdone now, yeah. For sure, for sure. But let's go to Big Bad real quick. Take a look. So, like I said, you have Joker, and accessory-wise, comes with a ton. Just want to get down to the piece. Or the picture that shows everything. There should be one. I hope so. Oh, there isn't. Okay. So he comes with cards, ice pick, the Joker bombs, Joker ice fish, an actual bomb. That's a where is it? Here it is. That's a cool one. The buzzer that electrocutes you. Smiling head. This is that the same one from the. Why does it look like the clown from the episode that he has the robotic clown? I mean, this is from the episode with the thumbs up, but it looks like the head sculpt of the clown from the episode when they're riding around on the trash barge and they're poisoning the city. Got the smirk, scared. Batman, you wouldn't let me die. So you get a lot of options with this one, but the cell shading is just really egregious on this. I can't do it. Can't do it. The diaper also looks kind of weird. I know that's how it's supposed to look, but I don't know. It just doesn't work. This one doesn't work for me. This one also limited to 1,000, so they could not sell 1,000 of these, which is kind of crazy to think. But the one, Mr. Freeze, this one I might be convinced on. Captain Clown, yeah. Cool accessories. I think shoots well in black and white. Comes with Nora. You know what's crazy? I was watching Justin Collects, and he got to the Nora thing, and he was like, it's been a long time since I've seen the episode, so I don't remember if this is just a generic ballerina or not. And I was like, bro, how do you not know that? How do you not know that? Even if you hadn't seen the episode in a long ass time and couldn't remember her name, it's supposed to represent his wife. The broken glass, that's cool. Sad face. Frozen batarang. Yeah, this one's badass. But you know what's crazy? You start running into the issue of like, all right, you buy 2 of them. Do you just stop there? Like, should you not continue? Is it weird if you have 2 black and white figures and then the rest are all color? Like if you continue the line and you know, like it looks kind of weird on your display. I don't know. This one, I would rather photograph this one. It looks way more interesting than Batman. You know, again, $99 all day, all day. I'll put a link for you guys in the comments. I don't know if you can click on it on YouTube. What was that? I had some right click options here. I've never seen right click options. Oh, just generic. Okay. I don't know. But easily the figure I do not regret today, Sagat. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. The articulation, the whole 9. It's just dope. It is just dope. It's just dope. So, you know, I guess it also just comes down to what's your, what hits you more in the nostalgia in today's episode, Street Fighter or Batman. But, you know, looking at this figure, I don't regret buying it. But at $250, I think I would have. Actually, I think on here, let's go back real quick. It says that regular price was $220 for these. But the new Mondo stuff's more money. You know, so even going here, this is 1/6 scale, $234. You know, it's just, if you're gonna here's where we're gonna here's where I'm gonna put my end bullet point on Mondo. If you need the definitive version of that figure to buy it once and never buy it again, for the sake of it being on the shelf, like a statue almost, a statue that you can adjust, Mondo fits the bill. Like, I mean, this is amazing. Like, this Clayface looks dope. The accessories, it looks great. You would never buy another Clayface again. You wouldn't have to. I still think the price is way too high. It's just way too high. You know, like this Janine figure that, you know, I almost. It's 112. Am I in the 112th section? Yeah. Let's go 16. You know, like that's beast, right? Like that's all day. No debate. That is beast. But part of a team, price point, pretty expensive to have the whole team on your shelf. Pretty expensive. Soups. Love Soups. Comes with the swoosh and the cape. Amazing. Cell shading. Cell shading's gonna be a problem. But you would never have to buy another one. That's the thing. That now we're going back to the definitive conversation. Oh, here we go. Yeah, that's hair. And they only did red on that one eye. Tough. Where's Cyclops? Where's Cyclops? Like this was good with the Lois Lane. I'd say that was good. Where you at? That looks really good too. Yeah, they all look. I mean, they look great. I mean, there's not one here that I look at and I'm like, oh, that looks trash. You know, like it just they slap, man. This one, man, they almost got me on this for sure, for sure. But I don't know. I feel like even with this line, the Marvel Legend X-Men 97 figures are so good. I'm good long gaming this. If there's any possibility that the prices come down on the X-Men figures. But yeah, with the Mondo Ghostbusters, you know, now you see how I go back and forth? Buy it once, buy it right. Too much money. Buy it once, buy it right. Too much money. This one here, you wouldn't need any other Janine figure ever again, unless they came out with the pink jumpsuit. It's so good. So good. But I don't know. Let's catch up here. If you have the shelf space, yeah, 99 is a good price. Yeah, he was great. He's great. You pre-ordered Janine, nice. You already have the whole team, so it was like you kind of have to. If I had the guys, I'd be tempted to get Janine, but without them, I'm not even tempted. It says it's a timed edition. That's the only thing that's the only kicker with this one. With the boys, it's like, all right, timed edition on them if you don't get the larger ghost, whatever. But here, they're not telling you what's the limited edition part. Is it the desk with the crossed legs? Is it Slimer? Like, you don't know. You don't know. You want the movie version of the Masters of the Universe? Yeah. Soups doesn't have enough accessories to the price point. I agree. Louis in the house, good to see you, my baby. At this point, we know they're dropping an RGB Ecto 1. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah. You know, the other part, though, is like, since we all know that the Mondo figures fit in the Hasbro Ecto 1, if I was Mondo, if I didn't want to gamble, like if I wasn't like really trying to push the envelope, I'd say, hey, let them just put that in the movie Ecto 1. It fits. We're good. You know, if you really want to see like, all right, let's play some bets, you know, you get a private jet if you if you hit the nail on this one. I would release the car. I would. But I don't. You're right. 800 bones. I don't know. Yeah. But you know, oh no, it's the dragon. They started some sort of like Kickstarter, another Kickstarter for Mythic Legions, I believe. For like a role play game. This one here. This thing has raised $671,000 Only 1,600 people backed it. I'm going to pour one out for Mythic Legions, man. Because they got their fan base in a deathlock and never disappoint. That is crazy. Funded in 5 minutes. Crazy. Swappable parts, dice, the books. Beginner box, $100. You get all these things. $30 a pop. Exclusive dice. Oh, the combo set, $179 to get all of those. Okay, so here you go. Dice set exclusive, $25. Observer, $1. 11 people just gave them $1 just to be nice. Get the dice for $25. Retailer pledge level access for retailers only. Interesting. Okay. Base level figure, $30. $30. $30. $30. My God. The rule book, $40. $45 for the beginner box. $99 with a bonus figure. 6 figures by themselves, $179. $200 are the figures and the box set. $400. 148 people got the $400 tier. 58 people got the $419. 629 people got that one. 680. 291 people got that one. Holy hell. The money's out there, man. The money is out there. The money is out there. But, you know, this is a brand that people like believe in it, you know? And they should. It's privately owned. They seem very loyal to their fan base. They stay in their lane. They've only crowdfunded 2 things, this and the dragon backed. I mean, shout out to them, man. Shout out to them. Crazy. Almost a crisp mill they've made on this before the cost of, production and all that. Yeah, shout out to them. New Jersey. So, long story short there, I guess, or long story long. Yeah, I think the Mondo Ecto 1 would sell. I don't know if our fan base is as hardcore as Mythic Legions to spend that kind of money, but you never know. You never know. Let's just go take a quick look at Sideshow, and then we'll wrap today's episode. Again, happy birthday to Dragon Ball. Shout out to Bill Duke for getting a Hollywood star. Good day. And also, I believe Bloodsport was released today in 1984. So it's a good day. Good day. So here you have we're on the Star Wars. You got some DC here. This is what I'm saying. Like, at some of these price points, and then knowing that the Mondos are the same price, I'm like, I feel like the Hot Toy is worth it more. But I could be biased on that. On that, what do you call it? Format. Coming soon. That's Snake Plissken. It is Snake. That's cool. You want to get out of here? Got to go through me. 30% off Ahsoka. What is that? Daily deals. Ahsoka Tano. Oh, look at that. Deluxe version, $551. But is he posable? I don't think this one's posable. I think it's a statue. Yeah, quarter scale statue by PCS. Yeah. Where these move. These move. Man. This game that we're in is a tough game. It is a tough game. Where's the sale section? You guys know we love a good sale. There you go. Daily deals. All deals. Filter. Category. No. Type. 6 scale figure. They don't have a lot of sales lately. They've had way more sales before. Star Wars. Filter. Oh, those are statues. We want action figure. These are good. But the Balin Skull, man. The Balin Skull is the one that I really want. I mean, these other ones are great. Don't get me wrong. I will always be upset, though, that this one, General Kenobi did an unboxing of it. He was not impressed. And it sounds pretty similar to the Mondo thing. You know, for the price point, doesn't land. But if that one was down in that 100 range, I could be convinced. There's Shinhati. Sidious is sick. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like you get way more out of these when you're spending that kind of money. Way more. Wow, this mall sold out. That mall had been sitting in on sale for the longest time. Longest time. I'd get Bespin Luke for sure. That's another one. There he is. So good. So good. Say what you want about the show. I tried to watch it again. Couldn't get into it. But the aesthetic of Balin Skull. The armor. Saber. R.I.P. Yeah. This one, so good. So good. But all right. That's an episode. That's a wrap. What do you get at the last tier? Oh, the last tier was like everything. Plus like extra accessories. Do you think Mondo will do stuff like figures for Total Recall? I don't know if Total Recall is one of those lines that somebody like Mondo would do. I think like a Total Recall Arnold would be a single release hot toy type figure, like the Snake Plissken. Like, because nobody wants to buy the other characters. You'd only buy Snake. And then in this case for Total Recall, you'd only buy Arnold. So, yeah. But all right, that's an episode. That's a wrap. Let me know your thoughts down below. I'll take some pictures of the Batman figure before I go to bed. Just to give you guys another look. But Sagat, I broke something just now. Something literally flew. No idea what it was. Guess I'll find it later. But this is, man, 27 bones. Great figure. And where's this fire effect? I don't think it's a fist, is it? Was he all... Oh, does the fire effect come apart? It does. That is crazy. I want to say, I thought it was like Tiger Knee. How do you... Or is it a fist? Let me look up the photo real quick. Sold out too. Yeah, back down to 29, yeah. Yeah, they had raised the price to like 37 or 39 or something like that. Oh. I mean, the fact that you're getting all of this for $29, that's crazy. What am I getting wrong? For some reason, I'm not getting it to clip in. That's fine. It's fine. It's a great figure. This thing is, yeah. Savage. And like I said, if you were concerned about the discoloration in the chest that some early versions received, this one does not have it. So, freaking dope. I can't find my buttons. But yeah, shout out to all of you. This was a very different episode because we were trying to figure it out as we went along, but we did. And then I also learned that, where is it? I don't enjoy this camera. Not for webcamming. This is the DJI. Doesn't quite do it. So we'll go back to our regular scheduled stuff, and then I'll figure out why the color is also so messed up on it. But we'll do that next time. HeyArcher Live every Thursday, 8:15-ish p.m. here on Nerd Affiliated. Daily Planets dropping almost daily, best we can, and the 3D printing continues. I didn't show you today's print. Here, if you made it to this far, I'll show you. Kind of see it. Sword of Omens is underway. Sword of Omens is underway and making way. I haven't even worked on this weekend's video. I gotta do that. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to all you nerds and cats in the next video. Peace. I'm out of here.
Vodka, whiskey, beer, tequila, more beer, more vodka, more whiskey, and more beer.
Yeah, come on, push a button. Push a goddamn button.
Austin 316 says I just whipped your ass.